Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Football Manager 2018 playthrough with me, your host, Luckymarine. We're at Mechelen at the moment, and things are... we haven't lost so far in the Pro League A Champions group, or Championship group, I don't know, is it Championship or Champions group? Does it say here? Championship. It's a ship. Yeah, we've had 2 draws back to back. One against Anderlecht again. That dickhead again, scoring against us as he always does. But Drazik was there to pull us out of the ship, as he always does. As he always does. I think he's one of the top goal scorers in the league for us right now. I think Mavidi's got the majority of his goals. His 22 goals in cup games or something. I don't know. But yeah, beautiful little give and go there. Into the top corner. You're not saving that. And that's rescued, you have to say. A draw from what was heading towards a loss. Gent, we went behind very quickly here. And I had to switch to overload from attacking flexible to overload fluid for the rest of the match. And yeah, we only just pulled it back. Gelson Dala with Gelson Dala? Gelson Dala? Dala, I think. Only just managed to grab the 2 goals here. Right place at the right time. Doing what every striker should do when the ball's out wide. Try and make that run to the near post. And then just round the corner, just managed to slot it in the top corner there. Just, well, he had time, he had space on the ball, peeled away from the defence, and got it in again. We probably deserved the draw, but it could have gone. It could have gone terribly. Could have gone the other way. Were you here for Lokeren? I think you were here for Lokeren. Jelson Dollar again. Anyway. We're at Zultwagen. That's the next match. And Mavidi is out for the rest of the season, I believe. Out for between 7 weeks and 3 months. Receiving specialist treatment for a fractured lower leg. So that's Mavidi gone for the rest of the season. Bravery's come down because apparently when you get injured now, your bravery comes down. I kind of understand. But I kind of don't. Not everybody would react like this. I think bravery coming down should have, I don't know, it should be linked to your personality. Anyway. What team do we play against Zulvargem? Luis Eduardo's just coming back from injury. I'd like him to get on the pitch at some point if he's feeling up to it. Gallen again. Yep. I'll put Soto on for Rossi. I don't think Rossi's going to play much for us well until his contract expires. It's £8 off the weekly wage budget. And we'll go with that. Jelson Dala's been doing well, as has Drazik in the last couple of matches. So they start for us. Dala's being tutored, or has been tutored by Rossi. Yeah, keep our run going. So hopefully he might be able to pick up 1 or 2 points of determination before Rossi heads out the door. Oh, let's go. I think we're about 4 or 5 points clear at the top of the table. No, 6 points. We're 6 points clear with 12 points to play for. So we're still not quite home and dry. But if we go on the form that we have been showing so far in the championship group, or championship phase, then we should be okay. I don't know how that went in. Is that a Drazik goal? No, it's an own goal, but Drazik made it. think it was him with the initial shot, and then he just rolled around. No, he was ahead, and then Masoudi got a foot on it. It bounced off their keeper, and he went in. That's what me about the stumbling animation. I think their keeper was in a stumbly animation when Masoudi had already done. That was nice, little sexy back heel there. It wasn't from one of ours, but I can still appreciate the beauty of it. This guy still can't. At least we got out to mark him fairly quickly, but still can't pick that guy up. But yeah, the goalkeeper was in the stumbling animation, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball. He couldn't grab the ball, which is a bit stupid. It looks like he has a damaged heel. Not a bruised heel, a damaged heel. So I think he should be able to play through. Yeah. I'm not going to risk it. Let's bring Soto on early. That was... I don't know what that was. Sorry, my cat's lurking around behind me. And when he's quiet, I know that bad things are probably happening. Beats us with the... oh no, he's offside. Fair enough. This guy here. I want someone... Yeah, free shot and goal. I want someone to be able to lurk outside the box with him. But no. No lurking for us. For 24 minutes. 24 minutes and we've not really been in this game that much, you have to say. We might be a goal to the good, but the stats are not in our favour. You're offside. I was fairly certain you're offside. If you were not offside, then Drazi, how the hell did you not bury that? Well, Darla made up for it. It's the more difficult chance. But, you know. If one striker isn't going to strike for us, then at least another one is. Makes a little bit of a space for himself. Kind of. Although the defender really should have closed him down there. And puts it in an area of the net where the keeper was just never going to get to. A little bit against the run of play, I suppose. Perhaps, but we'll take it. 2-0 with 30 minutes gone. What's that doing to the championship table? Still just 6 points. Still just 6 points. But now there's just 9 points. If we win this game, then there'll just be 9 points to play for. 6 points ahead. You've got to think that he's probably maybe job done. Gustavo to Pana. Pana out wide to Tomkak. Back to Pana. Yeah, I expected Anderlecht to put up a lot more of a fight. Especially the form that they had. They came charging up the table at us from about 6th up to 2nd in the last phase of the last few games of the last phase before we reached 30 games. Yeah, they were looking a little bit scary. Oh no, they've dropped away. Still don't think that the formation that Anderlecht to play is the best formation that they can play. They've got two really good strikers, really good strikers, type of strikers that will tear this league a new bumhole, as Romero has been doing. But if you have only got one of them on the pitch, then it's fairly easy to decent save there. It's fairly easy to close them down, especially as we have 2 centre backs and an defensive midfield. I say it's easy to close them down. He does seem to score every single game against us, but at least it's just 1 goal, not 5. Well done, Angelino. Up to Drazic, controls it, waits for someone a little bit more intelligent, and lays it off to them. Just, he does the simple things well. He does the simple things really well. Grabs the ball, holds it, shields it, passes it off to either Angelino, Pana, Gustavo, and then goes and runs in the box. Love it. And 9 times out of 10, he usually buries his chances. Masudi, what's going on here? Probably waiting for people to get onside. And that is where the end of the highlight is. Soto all the way out to Tomkak. First time into the middle. Shelsandala, he probably had a little bit of time on that. Didn't need to strike it first time. Went for glory. Probably wasn't the best. Panat Angelino. Angelino, yeah, I didn't think he was going to be able to beat 2 men there. Best he could have hoped for was to either drag it back or buy the cheap corner. Gustavo to get Jelson Dolan to Panat, who flashes it just wide actually. That was a decent shot. I thought the opportunity had gone, but wasn't so. Vitas, are you going to use that in? You are, well done. That was a nice little bit of play. Drazic did well first time pass. What is this? What is this? This isn't... No, yeah, thank you. No. I don't want to see your poll. I think it's... we're stuck behind their version of this. Angelino out to Gustavo. Shelsandala, who has been hounded a little bit. He turned into nothing. There's just no support out there. He probably should have come round and passed it into the box. But when you've already got a special goal, he was probably trying to open up the angle for a shot. Let's go with, very pleased, keep it up. Let's keep this morale going. So we have started to grow into the match now. We have started to stamp our authority onto it as they attack dangerously. Well done, Vitas. Still think Vitas, even though he's a key player of the team, I still think he's probably one of our weak links. Not weak link. One of our weaker links. If we can find an upgrade to Vitas, then I think we will. So when with our tactic, our 2 wide defenders pushed quite far up the pitch, and it's left to our 2 central defenders and our defensive mid, these kind of 3, to close down on any breaks, and sometimes they don't do it adequately enough. Although, according to the stats, we've scored the most goals, and I think we've conceded the least goals as well. So it might just be me being picky, being a little bit finicky, but it's always about improvement. If you think your squad is done and it can't be improved, you're probably not playing Football Manager correctly. So corner, about 60 minutes. I think I'll do 2 changes. Bring some youth on, I think. Of the attacks that they've had, nothing's really worried me too much. I think we're Oh, offside? No? Interesting. I think, yeah, we're the more dangerous side going forward. Who do we have? What use do we have? Nothing really. I'll give Galan and Luis Eduardo a run at them. Yeah. As Galan and Dala are essentially in the same mould, I'll just do a swap, like for like swap with them, and we'll probably take off Masadi and have the old partnership of Luis Enrique and Vitas on. Enrique's been out for a few months now, 2 months, maybe 3 months. Might have even had a recurring injury. I think that was partly to blame, not entirely, but partly to blame to our late season collapse. What? Not exactly collapse. Our late season shit form. I'll go on that actually. Eduardo. I know Vitas is having a poorer game. Actually, no. Let's go. Eduardo. Masadi. And Galan up front. I know Drozic's got less condition and has a poorer score, but he does an important job for us. Let's hope for the next 40 minutes or so we don't get an injury. Patrick with the 8th yellow card of the season. That's not bad. To say we're in the 30, almost the 40th game. No, 37th. 37th game. Yeah, we're in the 37th game of the season. And he's only just picked up his 8th yellow card. Considering the role he plays for us in that defensive midfield where he's meant to be going in hard against the opposition. That's not bad. Well done, Galan. Drazic, sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have... It was the best of days, it was the worst of days for Drazic. I don't know. He's not been prolific today. It's like he's had 2 really, really simple chances that he's not managed to put away. And Panna's got his blue boots on again. I don't know what happens. Sometimes he has them on. No, the majority... Uh-oh. Okay, offside. Sometimes he has them on. And then one time when I looked, I think it was when I brought him on as a sub. And he didn't have his blue boots on. And I was wondering why. But yeah, Drazic has missed 2 really, really, really simple chances there. And yet, you put something really difficult in front of him. And he'll fire it in. Can we... Well done, Tomcat. Well done. Up to Drazic, shields the ball well, passes it off to someone who's got more brains than him, runs into the box. And that's what we want from Drazic. Couldn't quite get on the end of it, but he does the simple things very well. Well done, Patrick. That's the kind of role that he plays. Just breaking up play. Tomcat out wide, feeling a little bit pooped. Might actually go down to... No, not a quick sub. What's our other tactic? Our defensive tactic. Oh, can't click it. Is this a new thing that you've... Is this... What's the point in the screen if we can't use it now? Don't know. Must have been in the update. It's quite rare that it'll bring updates out. That break things. I'm sure we've used that before to change our tactic. We're going to have to use it in here. We'll do that. It's a little less intensive. I will try and retain some condition. Also see if it works. I haven't used this After being ahead, I haven't switched to this tactic very much. And the aim of this tactic is just to contain, to retain possession, to not really attack, just to frustrate the opposition and to waste as much time as possible. And it looks like it's been really effective at doing that. We've gone the biggest portion of the game without a highlight. Yeah, I've done that well there. That's been a solid win. Well done. Is that it? They might be able to grab a consolation goal here, but Drazic's there to our rescue. That was a deserved win. They were the better team for the first 20 minutes or so. We were put under the cosh a little bit and then took control of it. After the dollar goal, everything swung into our favour. Pleased result and the performance, well done. On we go. So 8 points clear, 9 points to play for. Oostend has jumped over Ghent on goal difference alone because Ghent drew with Anderlecht. How much do you bet Romero got the score? Nope. Who are you? Still not too bad. Not bad. Next. Soto set for a pay increase. Now one appearance away, which will trigger a contract clause that would increase his wages to £775 per week. I think we can stretch to £775 per week for this 19-year-old American who is developing really well. Good. Wilson, how are you getting on? You didn't play well, however, you're still developing nicely at Eupen. Bandy, how about you? I haven't seen you in the club for like 2 seasons. You're not. I mean, he is developing. He is a lot better now than when he went, but. And he's got quite a long contract because I activated a clause in his contract. But we'll bring you back to the club. We'll analyse you. We'll give you a few games in the forward role. See how you get on. We might be able to win Burkina Faso. Might be able to win the Ebony Boot now that we have an African player, or player of African descent. If he comes back to the club, when he comes back to the club. Lucas, someone's about to tell me that Burkina Faso is not in America now, not in Africa now, aren't they? That would be embarrassing. Yeah, he's doing alright. 20 years old. I'd like him to be a little bit better developed than this by 20 years old, but there's probably more to come from him. And if Angelino ends up leaving the club, he'll probably end up as our full-time left back. Yeah, Dal did well. But I praised him last game, so I'm not going to praise him again. Not so quickly. And Bilic spotted at Region Boog Stadion. Is that really the name of our stadium? Gaverbeek for short. How do you get Gaverbeek out of Regen Boog Stadion? I think I prefer the Regen Boog Stadion. Yeah. Tracking Guzman, player who is on his radar for some time. Bilic, you're from West Ham, aren't you? Still at West Ham? Yeah, still at West Ham. That'll be a decent move for him. Premiership football, Premiership money. So look at what wages a number 2 in the goalkeeping role receive. Adrian will be your primary keeper, although they're both quite old. Secondary keeper is on 30,000 a week. Adrian is on less. What? That's a little bit silly, but I'm not the manager of West Ham, so he can do with his goalkeepers and pay his goalkeepers whatever they want. Pedro Obiang, good central midfielder. Usually back in the day you pick him up from where was it? Sampdoria, yeah. Back in the day. Anyway, that is it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I will bring you back for the Ghent game. Last game of the season. I will see how we progress. I'm hoping everything's wrapped up by then. Actually, no. I'll bring you back for the... I don't know. We could win the league. We could win the whole thing in the next game against Oostend. So do I just... Yeah, I'll bring you back for the Oostend game. If we win the league, then we miss out Lokeren, and we might even miss out Ghent, because we'll have won the whole thing, and these are just probably put youth players in, and probably maybe lose those games. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me for all of that if you understood. If you didn't, then I don't blame you, because I didn't say it very well. But yeah, until next time, maybe. Do take care.